Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh, hello there. I'm so happy to see you. This is my favorite part of the show. This is the part of the show where we get to thank you, the ice cream truck drivers. Thank you so much, ice cream truck drivers. Right now, I'd like to thank the Lost Ice Cream Truck Driver, Game Theory Law Practice, Richard Dunn, Mike Lush, that's Technical Scoop Hort, and Rodimus Scoop. Thank you all so much. If you want to be an ice cream truck driver, just like these fine folks, and help deliver that fucking ice cream straight to your fucking ear holes, head over to preachingfun.com. Preachingfun.com is where you can go to sign up to be an ice cream truck driver, and who knows, the life you save may be your own. Now, a program.
Hey, Johnny, do you want to go to an ice cream social?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Great, let's go.
I'm
in the colon of America.
Oh,
The colon.
Colon, Michigan.
Oh.
Straighten out your shit since 1941.
it's time for Matt and Mattingly's Ice Cream Social. Sitting over there in the colon of Michigan, that's Matt Donnelly. Sitting over there in the colon of Pennsylvania, that's Paul Mattingly. I'm Jacob the Audio Guy, and we're preaching fun.
Yeah.
We're doing it. We are preaching fun. I am at the Abbott's Magic Convention in Colon, Michigan.
Great.
A very tiny town that I referred to last night as Amish adjacent / rural lake economy town. And that's the best way I could describe it.
Okay.
I passed by just cornfield after cornfield, and there were indeed like Amish communities and all this other stuff, and then I basically was like, I mean, I was told that there's magicians here, and also the town people come out. That's what makes it performing here more fun than the average magic convention.
Okay.
You're not doing a show just for magicians. And as I drove in, I was like, who's coming here? I passed like 10 houses.
Tell me you had buggies show up.
No buggies, but in town I saw like little trails of horse shit here and there. So I know that they do come by. They do come by.
Are the Amish allowed to fish?
Yes, as long as they don't use those weird beacons where you can try to scan the lake and X-ray it for fish.
Oh, you can't look at the lake bed pingers?
Yeah.
Radar?
Don't look
But you know what? I bet you they can, because they find a way around everything anyway. That's what I hear.
That's true.
Hidden cell phones in the barn, or certain areas where you can go out and use the town phone. And
God
buttons all over their
specifically
clothes.
said you can use the cell phones in the barn.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, doing a show in a high school gym with, like 300 people in it, and then afterward, everyone going to the American Legion where they're hanging out and they're selling, hot dogs and hamburgers for $5.
Is this one of these things that's been going on? How long did you say this festival's been going on?
88 years. 88 years.
Whoa.
This all makes a ton more sense.
Yes.
So they've been doing it the same way for 80 some odd years.
And because I was hearing stories about it. I didn't know how old it was until I got here, because I've been hearing stories about it for years. I've heard it's been going on forever. I was listening to people tell great stories of like AJ and Johnny Thompson and Pat Page and all those old magicians hanging out years ago. And it turns out it's older than them.
Right.
It's crazy. Yeah. And there's a little lake outside my window right now. It's beautiful out here. And I was talking to my friends who are also visiting. One is Russian, one is from Denmark, and I was like, no, like, I know you guys are getting this crazy slice of America, but so am I. Like, magic conventions don't usually take you to towns like this, and magic gigs don't usually take you to towns like this. It's really, all my volunteers, I was like, one was in the Army, one was a farmer, one was in the National Guard. Like, this was not a typical array of, people you get, when you're in cities and getting people up, whatever. It's just been great. It's been so fun to be out here.
So thing started, when this thing started, the most prominent magicians in the country, in this country anyway, were like Harry Blackstone Sr. and Di Vernon.
Yes.
So presumably, like, these would be the people who were around when this thing kind of kicked off.
Exactly. Because I had a woman up last night. I said, "What's your name?" She said, "Gay," and I just treated her like a regular audience member. Famously, Gay Blackstone, who runs the
Whoa.
Masters of Illusion and is indeed the grandchild of Harry Blackstone.
Magic royalty.
Magic
Yeah.
royalty. And everyone's like, "Did you know you were dealing with Gay Blackstone?" I was like, "It's funny is that I know who Gay Blackstone is." And when she said her name was Gay and said she was from Los Angeles, I did not put two and two together because I am an ogre. And so I embarrassingly did
Probably
not.
better that you didn't.
Well,
In the
I'm
moment,
kind of
right?
with you, Paul. I'm kind of with you because the same thing happens to me. I'm also clueless when I meet people and somebody's like, "Oh, did you know that was so and so?" I'm like, I know who that is, and no, I didn't realize that was so and so. And but yeah, it is like the interaction. It's I would almost rather not realize who it is than have a little fanboy moment while I'm trying to work as well.
that makes sense. Yeah. Instead, come off like a disrespectful guy who's just,
That's it. That's it. I just make the same fart jokes to the big celebrities that I do to the little circus acts.
You think you're better than my fart jokes?
Yeah.
That's the key. That was the key to success for Piff, right? Just don't. And that's something that I you got to treat it like it's not important, right? That
Right.
was I did a bonus class for my improv students this week, and that was the first thing I had them do after we got going. I said, "All right, let's get a suggestion for your scene. Da 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 da. You know your who, what's, where is. Do that jump stuff, whatever." And I said, "All right, show me a terrible scene. Just do a terrible scene." And I just had them do terrible scenes, and they were laughing, and people in the audience were laughing. They had in jokes from previous scenes that didn't go well earlier in class and stuff
Oh,
like that.
that's great.
That's fun.
And all this stuff. And by the end of it, I said, and
Everybody
and they were
has
like,
a gun.
well, and they were using all the things that I really push on them, and they were trying to think in their heads like, what rule can I break and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, they were doing some pretty good work. It's some interesting stuff. Like one thing I had been talking to them about is like you can't really leave a scene, and because then especially if you're in a two-person thing, then you just left your partner. It's kind of a shit move. One of our guys left the scene, but when he did it, even though he was doing a bad scene, quote unquote, he poked his head around the corner and was watching the scene. I was like, see, so you're still doing, that's good.
Still
you didn't really
participating.
leave the scene. You didn't really leave the scene. Yeah. And that's the thing is you gotta have that backwards logic of not caring about the outcome and not being too concerned about doing a good job, or it's very tough to be in the moment when you're thinking about, am I improvising right, or am I doing magic right?
I love
oh my
Jason.
God, this person.
Jason Orr in the chat, because most people when they make fun of yes and say no but Jason Victor wrote no or.
No or, yeah.
I like no or is really funny.
No or is just as destructive.
Exactly. Yeah,
Just as
yeah.
destructive.
It's really funny.
Yes, and /or.
You're my sister.
Or-
No, or you're my mom. What?
Or
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it was really fun to just cut loose because you're in those moments and you're dealing with someone, or you're putting importance on a thing, and it can really gum up the works. But I think maybe, like I said, with Piff, right, Matt? Do you feel like maybe you had a moment of you're treating things with a little bit of levity and then not coming off to kid gloves?
Yeah, I mean, I was obviously
thing
very
that-
nervous to come to a very famous magic convention, right? And to be asked to perform and lecture, which I'll talk about also. Obviously it's like, well,
We know what that's
my-
like, right, Paul? A fucking Matt Donnelly lecture all over again.
boy,
Oh.
every
Every
week,
Thursday,
every week.
whether we need it or not. He always says we need it.
the state of the ice cream social.
The state of Donnelly, am I right?
But like I basically was like, my job is to be as funny as possible because I'm not going to impress them with magic.
Right.
I just have to do it. And then, sure enough, like every magician was coming up and just pointing out their favorite crowd work bit from my show last night and favorite joke I did or whatever.
Which really is that's a skill that not a lot of performers have, is understanding what to lean on when.
I had two proud moments. One was I had a kid up for the arm chop routine. I said, "What do you want to do when you're older?" He goes, "I want to work with my dad and work like my dad." And I said, what's your dad? He's a farmer. And later on I said, go to a peaceful place in your mind. What image pops into your head when I say peaceful place? And he goes, nothing. And I go, this is what we need. A peaceful, like picturing nothing. A guy wants to be a farmer. The future is bright. We have a future nihilist farmer here. The future is bright. I said nihilist farmer, and the whole room just like broke up laughing.
That's a good joke.
One is that we're in this gym, right? So the seats are forward in the gym, but this gym is still the whole size of a gym, right? So, and the bleachers were out. So all the way in the back bleachers, there were 3 guys just on their cell phones like the whole time, just like on their phones or whatever. And I literally was like, and I brought up the Hooters jacket, and everyone was getting a big laugh, and I put on the Hooters jacket. And I said, and just to be very clear, as much as you guys are enjoying it, it is still, this far into my show, still not good enough to get those 3 guys off their phone. And I pointed, and then at first like people just laughed, and I go, no, turn around, it's a visual. And I had the whole audience turn and look in the back corner.
No.
Put them on blast.
And they still didn't look up, which was both amazing to me and also funnier. Like
all the
that
time.
they,
Sure.
I
It's
literally had
amazing.
my friend Morton came up to me. He's like, "Did you set that up? Is that like a bit? Did you have 3 guys in the back?" And I go, "Oh no." He goes, "Because they didn't look up." And I go, "Exactly." I go, "I was as shocked as you were. I was as shocked. They did not look up."
Imagine, like, oh yeah, I give those guys $50 a show to just sit back there.
Right. Wild.
But yeah.
That happens in Absinthe with like surprising regularity. Somebody will be on their phone, the host will call them out, and they won't know that they're being spoken to.
Yeah, it's like that's how much we really get into our phones when we're in there.
Oh, yeah.
We're really just in there, squirreling away.
Yeah.
It's like when you saw it was a caveman defending the caveman.
Okay.
He's like, I'm not watching television. I'm in the television. When I watch TV, I go into the program. I am in there. You can't just, talk to me like I'm not gonna be able to do 2 things at once. I'm not there. I'm in the TV, and I think that's what we are with our phones.
I definitely do that with television. SJ and I will be watching something like in the evening, and she'll get up to do something, and I'll pause whatever we're watching. She'll go, "Oh no, just keep it running. I'm fine. I can multitask. I'm just gonna do this, and I'll keep on watching it." And I go, "No, I can't watch you walk around and do stuff and watch the show. So like I have to wait until you get done, and then we can go back to watching the show, which I'm perfectly fine with. I'm happy to wait. Just I can't do both. This is the problem."
I know, it really is.
Yeah.
I also I can't rest like on my little chair if my wife is up doing stuff around the house.
Not a chance.
Like I'm not like she's like, "Oh no, you just I know you're tired. You can hang out there. I'm just going to do a couple things." And you're like, "No,
Nope, not a
it doesn't
single
work
chance.
does not work that way at all."
No. I know, honey, I know that you don't think that this is a trap. I know that you don't think that this is a trap. I know that this is. It might not be this time, but one of these days it will be.
One of these days.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
And you won't think it's a trap then either, but it will be. It just will.
No. So, go ahead, Jacob.
Oh, I was just going to say, speaking of trapping people and talking to them for a long time, tell us about your lecture.
So they asked me to lecture, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know what to do a lecture. I guess I can do one on joke writing or whatever." And they said, "Well, actually, Mac King is out here, and he's with his comedy conclave buddies, and they're doing a lecture." I was like, "Well, you don't need a comedy lecture from me, then. That's for sure."
I'll put my hat on a hat away then. Thank you very much.
But I'm out here with my buddy David Corsero, and I'd interviewed him on he has a web series. He's like, basically he hates that magicians try to rip other magicians off with these bad marketing courses that you spend money on, and he actually works in marketing in New York.
Oh, do you want to tell us a little bit about that? I don't think that's a widely known thing.
So there's plenty of these bullshitty courses that say, "Hey, if you're not making $100,000 a year, you need to take my course. I'll you'll either make X a year, or we'll double your gigs, or you follow this program. And they often, like in like an infomercial level, will show these magicians fancily dressed in front of like nice cars or very nice hotels, or like basically like showing like a lavish lifestyle as like some kind of jet setting magician. And sometimes they're magicians who are just children of wealthy people, and so the car is like their dad's car, or or whatever, and they just
or they shoot the thing in like a showroom. They just go to like an auto showroom and shoot the thing, and it looks like a garage.
And so it's this, and there's so many out there, and they make it really expensive, and the trappings is, oh, you didn't do my system properly, right? So like you will ultimately not make the money, and the person is successful by making you feel like the failure.
And it is, by the way, the systems are
system.
Right. And the systems are designed, I mean, the systems will work, but it only works because of the person who is doing the thing. It's just like everything else in life. If you go out there and pound the pavement and put, fucking 100 hours a day into this thing, like, you're the type of person who's going to make it work, and you would have made it work.
You put 100 hours a day into some shit, you're a time traveler.
You're doing a lot of good shit. That's exactly right. That's my point.
Put that in your show.
A time machine.
Put it in your show.
We use it for the research. We use it for the research.
Chapter 1 is, why aren't you putting time travel into your show? You've been time traveling.
It's a cheat. It's too easy.
Also, I can do real magic. I don't do that in the show either.
And I'm like, the naive end of the spectrum is simply that person got successful once, and simply tries to just do what I did, kind of thing. And you're like, no, that worked once for you. That's not a system.
Weirdly, I don't know if you know this, Matt, because it's bad in the magic community, and I love that you guys are talking about it. And but it's weirdly horrible in the hypnotism community. In that niche,
for sure.
It's like crazy. It's insane how many you see in that niche. Oh my goodness! And it is. They're all just predatory, going after young performers.
Yes. And so David's answer is to put out a free series. So he just talks to different people in the industry, and he talks to different people, and he has a free mailing list. I got to get the email just because
it'll be in the show description.
It'll be in the show description at the very least.
Yeah.
But also, I did his episode, and I ended up talking about stuff I learned from improv and how I put it into magic, and it was very popular. So when they asked me to lecture, David was out here doing the show with me. I said, "Will you do the lecture with me also?" And so we lectured together.
Great.
To do it. So Jacob, to answer your question, the audience was only trapped half the time. No, it was great because David, taught the trick he did on Fool Us and gave away the secrets and everything, and it was really great. I talked about working on Fool Us, doing magic for TV versus doing regular magic, and the trappings of that. Talked about successful examples like my first Fool Us appearance, and talked about unsuccessful examples like my time on America's Got Talent, right? And it was fun because they saw my show the night before, so to see a trick that they saw go very well, and then explain why that bombed on America's Got Talent.
Which trick was it that you did on AGT?
Yeah.
Card stab. I did my card stab routine where I wrap my head in tin foil and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But I talked about how it doesn't check all the boxes of what makes a good TV trick and why it failed and stuff. So that was a fun bit. I talked about working on Fool Us and working with Penn and Teller, and then got into the improv things I learned in improv that apply to performance and magic, and that went really well.
Very cool. Very cool.
Improv can inform everything, baby.
It was really awkward. The next speaker who got up was actually selling a course on advertising yourself and making yourself the product. And it was a little awkward during that presentation. I'll be very honest with you.
But also still sold a crazy amount of money, just thousands of dollars being shelled out.
Did the work, man. Did the fucking work. Moved the product. I'll tell you who else can move some fucking product. That's the following sponsor.
Today's show, Matt and Manley's Ice Cream Social, is brought to you by QAnon Coffee Company, where tamping is for snowflakes. That's right. QAnon Coffee Company.
Where what is for snowflakes?
Tamping
Tamping.
Tamping is when you.
That's when you scrunch down the grains.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. All right. Are you thirsty
Yes.
for coffee?
Always.
There's only one true coffee. QAnon coffee.
No, there's a bunch of other coffees out there. I mean, I've seen coffee.
Not true. Not true. Fake coffee news.
What?
Look into it. There's only one real brand of coffee. QAnon coffee is the only coffee made with real coffee beans. All other coffee beans are actually hydrogenated fetuses.
Jesus.
Hi,
That's
welcome
what I've
to
been
Starbucks.
drinking?
Are you, Alex? Alex, what are you doing to this customer?
I'm hydrogenating a fetus for him.
Alex Jones, this is a Starbucks. What are you doing? What are you telling these people?
I'm trying to expose the truth of these hydrogenated fetuses in all these Starbucks growing coffee.
I am starting to regret hiring you so that you can pay off your debt to those Sandy Hook families. I'm starting to regret that entirely.
Look, you go to Pete's Coffee. I'll tell you the real criminals here.
See, there are other coffees. You just said one.
Should I say Dutch abortionists? That's what's really going on. They're running a backyard clinic, and they're using those human remains as their actual coffee. I wish it weren't true, but it is. It's horrible.
He scoops a check out.
Hey, speaking of Trapped.
Oh yeah.
I on the travel between here and Hershey, PA, and back.
For your Guns N' Roses experience.
7 hours, 8 hours of driving. Anne suggested we listen to this podcast called Love Trapped. I'm like, okay, fine.
For just a second, I thought she suggested that you listen to this podcast.
No. She told
Anne
me.
just decided to torture you and make you listen to Ice Cream Social.
She told me that this podcast was like 5 episodes. Turns out it's like 14.
Oh,
but
that's more.
anyway, I listened to it. I got into it. It's drawn out. It's a bit drawn out, but there's a lot of shit going on.
Okay.
And it turns out what it is, it's a story of, let me get the names right here. Clayton Echard. Any of you guys watch The Bachelor?
No.
I've heard of the name, though.
I've heard of the name The Bachelor.
Right. So he was the notorious bad bachelor. Like his season was a crash and burn.
Okay.
So apparently at one point in the season, he told 2 ladies at a rose ceremony, "Hey, I slept with you both and I'm in love with you both, but I can only give one of you a rose." And he was like breaching protocol, and it made it weird, and everybody came for his ass online, right? So he really got. So he left the bachelor thing. He doesn't do that. He didn't do that anymore, of course.
Okay.
And then he decides, you know what? My life's gone to shit. What can I do? I'm going to move to Scottsdale, Arizona. And apparently that's where everybody goes to hide and restart their life out here in America.
Checks out.
And he decides he's going to get into real estate, right? So he's getting into real estate. Doesn't even have anything. He's not done anything. His very first connection that he makes in real estate is with this lady named Laura Owens. She shoots him a DM. Is like, "Hey, I'd love to check out some properties for possible investment. Let's get this thing going on." They've got this $20,000 deal, hovering. And he's like, okay. They've been chatting for a while. Then she sends him a picture of her with her horse in like riding pants, and her butt is to the camera. And he's like, whoa, it's just, it's not even a thirst trap, quote unquote, but he was like, whoa, and because he's lonely and a dumb man. And he reaches out to her.
Horse.
Well,
and he likes to be known as a lonely dumb man.
He decides, hey, I'll have this lady over. Let's do the thing. And of course, he was shooting for a hookup. They take a couple of gummies.
Had some oats out.
He offered a rose.
Gummies. They do their thing. He gave her the rose. Well, they do their thing. They don't have penetrative sex. They
Okay.
both go for the oral option.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was just pushing rope. But okay, oral option.
Nope. A couple days go by. He's like, this isn't, I made a bad move here. I shouldn't have, stepped in here where this is a professional kind of situation.
You should never step
keep
in
it
there.
professional. Well, yeah, he really shouldn't have.
Sorry, you get a
But
yeast
he
infection.
tries to break it off. And she's like, "Wah!" She gets a little and then she starts claiming that she's pregnant. And he's like, "Well, I don't know how this happened, but then the one thing that happened when they were being intimate with each other, apparently, after she sucked him off, she ran to the bathroom." And so he had this thought in his mind that
Oh my
maybe
gosh.
she pulled what he referred to as a spit maneuver. He thought maybe she did a self-impregnation.
Capital C, they call it. They call it the capital C semination.
He wasn't sure.
works better
So
if
he's
you're
trying to be a stand-up guy about this whole thing. And it just deteriorates from there into ways that you cannot imagine. And it turns out, I don't want to get too spoilery in case you want to listen to this.
my penis.
But it turns out,
Turns out she put a beer funnel in the bathroom ahead of time and was able.
yeah, she was ready. Just zoom. Yeah.
Turned out she had her
turned her
emergency
pussy
turkey
into a
baster.
thirsty frat boy. Turned her pussy into a thirsty frat boy and made it happen. Stood upside down, kegger style. Got it going. Yeah. And so, but she keeps claiming that she's pregnant, drags this out for months. It becomes this whole big thing. It turns out this is a pattern with her. She's done this not to just 2 guys, not to just 3 guys, but 4 different men has she claimed got her pregnant and went through she's never had a child. She's never even had a provable pregnancy. It's funny until it's scary. And then the shit that happens with the situation is awful. And the Bachelor guy takes a good deal of responsibility for getting himself into the situation to start with.
Fair.
But man, when you start to learn the history of this lady and her family and what's going on, and it's still ongoing. That's the crazy shit. This is still happening.
I always like how
In fact-
I always like how the vetting after the event happens is really thorough. But for some reason,
Yeah.
none of that vetting happens before they put him on the TV
Well,
show.
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with the vetting of like when he was talking with her family is like Arizona royalty. She's got like one of her father is like a radio host. Everybody, like he interviewed Obama when he was coming up before he was president. He's interviewed tons of celebrities. He's like a staple of the community, and her mom is some kind of producer type person too. And so it's it's one of those things where you get involved with people and you think, oh, well, they got background, they got upstanding family or what have you, and you don't think, and then things get really, really wild. There it is, Jason Victor in the chat with the beer koozie hat. That's exactly how it goes down. It's really crazy. But
Honestly, just looking at that picture made me pregnant. I got pregnant from looking at it.
The web of lies and the crazy lengths this person goes to.
I love when Paul talks about a web of lies.
No, it's interesting. It's because I think what you're fascinated, Paul, is by a type of lying. Like, in
Yes.
other words, instead of like slowly building up this web where you have to keep backing into a corner, sometimes you just shoot the moon on the lie and then
That's it.
figure out how to get there, you know?
She absolutely, every time a challenge comes up, every time there's a quote unquote legal obstacle or whatever, she just goes, "Ba-da-doo, restraining order." She goes, restraining order, or she goes, you know what? You and your lawyer tried to sexually assault me. And it's like, what? You and your lawyer drugged me and sexually assaulted me? That's the kind of stuff that, and then here's the problem. The really sad thing about the whole thing is that they don't use the crazy word in talking about this person because she definitely has some kind of mental issues, but
Sure.
they've been avoiding the crazy thing because the woman who hosts the program and The Bachelor too. They're very sensitive to women's issues nowadays.
Great.
And a lot of these things are in place to protect women,
Of
right?
course.
And to help believe women, right? And so these restraining orders and these procedures within the court system are there to help design to help victims.
Yeah.
But this
And they're
lady has
needed. And are needed.
absolutely,
And they're
absolutely.
really needed.
They're real, and they're very necessary.
Yeah.
But this woman has abused them.
Of course.
And taken resources away from true victims, and it's really sad. The more you get into it, like
No, anytime I
she's
see,
using,
because I've said before, I love watching like reality TV competition shows. It's my weird guilty pleasure TV watch. And anytime they get into this stuff where it's like, oh, this person is really acting out and everything, I do have a really hard time kind of getting into that part because I just end up feeling bad for the person. I'm just like, oh, this is just a
this is
a troubled
this
person
is separate,
or a sad
Jacob.
person.
This is completely separate from The Bachelor. It just so happens that she dated the guy who was on The Bachelor.
Oh, I
This
misunderstood.
didn't happen
that.
on the show.
Oh, I misunderstood that.
This
completely.
is separate
Okay.
from the show. No. I was just giving you the pretext for
Gotcha.
his situation.
Gotcha.
He was on a season of The Bachelor that went south for him.
Oh,
And
in
so
that
he went to
case,
co-rehabilitate.
I'm fine with all this.
Exactly. And this is the thing, like she shot the moon, like you say, Matt.
Yeah.
She went for the former Bachelor. Like, she's desperate to get into that fame zone. And nothing would have come from this if she hadn't really pushed it on a guy who had some internet fame. And suddenly all these internet sleuths started to come to the front because at the very onset, he was under assault again from her story. Everybody's like, oh, that Bachelor guy? Well, fuck him. He's clearly done something horrible to this poor woman. You know, and so it was he really had to figure out, what the fuck's going on. But she'd used her sister's ultrasound as evidence of her own, pictures of her sister in the hospital as evidence of her in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, just altering stuff to the
I would
point
like it
where
more if it was
now,
like, here's a picture of me in the hospital. It was like her doing a selfie in a hospital.
Oh no, this selfie got me pregnant. Oh,
like a McConnell
again.
situation, right? Like, you can do a simple McConnell fakie. It's not that hard. I guess
She
the
actually did
technology's-
go. She checked on Mitch McConnell. It's good news.
Yeah, she checked on Mitch McConnell. He's
she
doing
says
fine.
Mitch McConnell is just fine. No problem.
Is there a way to-
she's pregnant again.
maybe the way to defeat her is to be like, but I have lizard sperm, so if you have a baby, you're gonna have half a lizard baby.
Well, I mean, that's part of it too. Is that it's just like she has no evidence of any of this stuff. She made this crazy claim about going anonymously to a Planned Parenthood to get an ultrasound done, and then one of the trials, because it finally goes to a certain trial, and one of the trial experts is like, I worked for Planned Parenthood as the head of Planned Parenthood in the West Coast for 20 years. And we do not allow patients to anonymously undergo procedures of any kind. So, I mean, it just like shoots a hole right through that whole thing.
Yeah.
At this point, because of all these shenanigans, she is currently facing 14 felony charges because of her bullshit and lies in courts and stuff. And it's still not over.
She says that 13 of those felonies are the fathers of her children.
But that's just it. The thing is, it really is this whole thing of she's just continuing to play victim and try and use the court for all these weird, because there are lots of loopholes, and every time there's a chance for her or her family to fuck around, stall the process, cause it to get weirder, it gets weirder. It is quite the labyrinthine story. If you're interested at all, I would advise it.
I bet she's going to turn it around. I bet she's going to get it all
Jacob,
together.
Jacob, what I was going to say is, I said, if I was listening to the story in my 20s, I'd be like, I could change her. I could figure this out.
Absolutely. Oh, Matt,
I could take her out. I could take her out, and I could be a real different guy for her.
I got this. I got
Turn
this.
around for this one. Yeah.
I can handle
Well,
this.
she's pushing 40. She's only lived with her parents in a casita behind their house.
Good.
And she's never had a job with her own personal income outside of getting money from her parents through limited, like, podcasting stuff that she's done through her father's
And probably
radio
some
thing.
money from men.
Yes.
Not probably. It's crazy. Dude, it gets nuts. Yeah.
So, what's the podcast called?
It's called Love Trapped. That's what you made me think about being. It's called Love Trapped.
Love Trapped.
And yeah, Love Trapped. It's an
Trapped,
iHeartRadio podcast.
baby.
And like I said, there are some episodes that drag some shit out, but it is compelling. And if you're interested in the story at all, there's a lot to be shared online. There's tons and tons of stuff about this case. It is fascinating and terrifying and wild, the twists and turns, and it's still ongoing. That's the thing. Like I said, there are court dates coming up like in 2 weeks where shit's gonna hit the fan again. She's starting to face real consequences
That'll
for her
ruin a
actions.
good fan.
Like I said, she's done this with 4 different dudes. 4 different dudes that we know of,
Right.
with the same pattern, and she'll claim the pregnancy. And Matt, again, you called it, dude. She not only does she go, I'm pregnant, then she'll go, oh, by the way, twins run in my family. Oh, by the way, I'm pregnant with twins. That's like 4 times.
Oh my God.
And there's a pattern. It's so nuts. It's so nuts. So yeah, she tells these gigantic, dare I say, she trumps herself with her lies. Yeah, constantly trumping the last lie that she told, making it even more extreme.
So is she going to fire Janine Pirro as her chief lawyer then?
I'll
Yes.
tell you who else is
He's
done
on
a
lawyer
fuck
number
ton of
5.
stuff with 4 different dudes, and that's the following sponsor.
Today's show is brought to you by Paul Mattingly for California governor. That's right.
Why not?
That's from the Scoop of Monte Cristo in 2021. Paul Mattingly for governor of California.
There's a time and the place for everything, and the time and the place is now. Paul Mattingly gets my full endorsement as California governor. Hello, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'd like you to know that what I did, what I tried, what I learned, all the time that I spent learning and being the best governor that could be. I want you to know that I never even held a candle. Never even held a candle to the kind of bright, shining glory that Paul Mattingly will bring to the office. He's incredible. He's a real worker. He's a real man's man. He's a real person of the people. And I tell you what I mean, and I say it now, and I listen to me later. He's the real honest deal. He's the truth. He's the reason. Put the people in the office who will do things for the people. Okay, you want more avocados? He's going to get more avocados. He's going to get more nuts. He's going to provide much more water from the Rockies. Forget this data centers. No, we need food centers. We need shelter centers. We need places where people can eat and sleep and rest. That's what we need. California is a beautiful place, and I never want to see anything. Again, I'm a robot. I've played this famous robot for decades, but I don't want the robots to come and kill me. I don't want it. I want Paul Mattingly to be the president and the governor of the United States of America, California. Yes, do it. Do it now. Vote for him. Give him your endorsements.
This message was brought to you by Paul Mattingly for governor. Paul Mattingly for governor, because why the fuck not?
I
Hey,
approve
Scoops,
this
checkout.
message.
Go ahead, Jacob.
Oh, I was going to tell you I was late for work yesterday. I got to work about 20 minutes late
What
yesterday.
happened?
I walked outside to go
20
get
minutes.
in my truck to go to work. And as
Sure.
I was walking outside, I noticed in the air, just in the air in front of me, was a trampoline.
Oh my God.
A large trampoline
Flying through the air?
flying through the air. I should tell you,
What?
Wind was a little extreme yesterday?
no, it was not. It was not extreme yesterday at all.
Oh my God.
I have some new neighbors, and they seem to be lovely
shit.
people. I've had new neighbors now for about 2 weeks. They're living catty corner across from my house. I live in a little cul-de-sac, and I have a couple, and their son has moved in kitty corner across from me. And they did not realize that they are new to the Las Vegas area. They have moved here from Southern California, and they are not familiar with the Las Vegas winds. So they learned a lesson yesterday, because in addition to their full-sized trampoline, and you know how some people, they'll put like the netting around the thing so the kids can't fall off of it, and their kids probably in like you know how bad I am estimating how old kids are. He's probably in like
5th grade, 6th grade.
probably like 2nd grade,
Oh,
2nd grade, 3rd grade, somewhere in there. And so they've not put a net on the thing. They have put like a giant, same idea, something to contain the kids when they're on the trampoline, but it's like a big domed thing, and it has some like rods in it, some stiffening rods in it to hold it up. And
I'm familiar with this surgical procedure. Yes.
What they have made is a windsock. They have made a large windsock.
Oh shit!
And so what happened was
A windsock is what got me pregnant.
that's right. It happens. It's twins.
The old windsock maneuver.
So that trampoline, from what I could tell, had come from their backyard, had flown up. It in front of me crashed down into the ground. Real hard, blew into my next door neighbor's house, kind of hit their house a little bit. Didn't do any damage or anything, but hit their house a little bit, and kind of settled in my front yard.
Okay.
And I said, well, this is
Finders
what
keepers.
to do.
Finders
Like,
keepers.
I've got to do
Trampoline.
Possession is 9/10 of the law. When your neighbors come over, you're just bouncing on it. Just bing, bing, bing. Oh, I'm just playing on my new trampoline.
Got a new trampoline, guys. Maybe I'll let you borrow it. So I walk across the way and I ring the doorbell on the house to the new neighbor's house, and nobody answers. So I figure, nobody's home. No big deal. So I turn to walk away, and my thought is I'll go find like a couple of cinder blocks or some rocks or something. And put them down on top of the trampoline. The windsock part has already been destroyed, so like the imminent danger is over.
Right.
So I'm like, I'll just weigh this down. I'll go on to work. No big deal. We'll deal with this later on. As I'm trying to walk away, I hear the door opening behind me, and it's the kiddo. So he opens the door, and I say, "Hey, buddy, I think your trampoline got blown out of your yard," and he kind of gives me kind
He's
of
like,
like
no. My trampoline's in my backyard. I know where my trampoline is. Don't question its whereabouts.
And he gives me a bit of a confused look, and I realize that I've kind of jumped right in on the kid here. I've dumped a lot of information on him real fast. So I say, hey, sorry, I'm your neighbor. We met. I've met these people one time before this. I'm your neighbor.
That'd be a good time to be very passive aggressive. Like, I guess you don't remember.
I live right over there. Do you have a trampoline? And he goes, yeah, we have a trampoline. And so I step kind of to the side and I point to my front yard and I say, is that your trampoline? And he kind of looks at it and gets a confused look on his face and goes, that does look like our trampoline.
Sure would be a shame if your trampoline took a little stroll around the neighborhood.
Would you like your trampoline back? You got 30 cents, kid?
How much cash you got on you, kiddo? Let's go. Empty your pockets.
I know last time I had to buy my trampoline back from a friend, it would cost me this much.
I'd say it cost me about, I don't know, $35.
Hey, why don't we make it 60 so it doesn't happen again next week?
Let's think about that. You know, for a regular weekly recurring cost, I could offer you some protection for your trampoline.
Yeah, we want to keep that trampoline safe.
Wouldn't want anything bad to happen to your trampoline.
And while you think about how much money you have in your checking account for this ordeal, just let me know that your trampoline has gotten me pregnant.
And a restraining order.
Here's a restraining order.
You know, that trampoline used to be called a jumpaline until your mom got on it. Now it's called a horpoline.
Well, Paul, it's funny you mention the kid's mom.
Oh.
Yeah?
So I'm saying that I'm talking to this kid, and I'm saying to him, look, just let your parents know that the trampoline is over there, and the wind blew it over. It's not a big deal. Everything's cool. But just let, and I say, like, just you'll let your parents know, right? And he's kind of saying, like, I'll do that. And then I hear screaming. Screaming's the wrong word. bellowing, I think is the correct word.
Hollering. Okay.
Akin to a mother bear protecting her cub.
Sure.
So from around the corner inside of the home, I see Mom come around the corner. And Mom is younger than I am, and she's a perfectly lovely woman. And she comes around the corner, and she comes sprinting towards me at full speed.
Oh,
with murder in her eyes, ready to do harm.
Yeah.
And I very quickly understand what's happening. I get my hands up in front of me, and she's probably 20 feet away from me when she starts running, 20, 30 feet away from me when she starts running. And immediately I'm like, good. Her kid is between her and me, and I'm outside of the house. The kid is inside the house. Like I've stayed out on the front porch, and the kid's inside the front porch. Like,
you put pants on.
I pulled my pants up, and I stopped peeing on their front porch. I pinched off the loaf that I was about to lay. I put my hands up and I just, hey, everything's fine. And she gets to me, and she's still real worked up. I say, hey, I'm Jacob. I'm your neighbor. We met the other day. I live right there. Your trampoline blew out of your backyard. Everybody is okay. Your son's okay. Everybody is okay. And she's calming down, and we chat now. We start to talk then. And she explains to me that from her perspective, she had been upstairs asleep, taking a nap before she had to go to work. And from her
likely
perspective,
story.
she heard crashing and smashing, the sound of a trampoline being blown up against the side of one's house because it just had been.
Yes.
And then
That's
heard
noisy.
A voice that she didn't recognize talking to her son, and thought
sure,
her
that's
house had
scary
just
as
been
hell.
broken into.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, and so then, like,
It's a real possibility in Las Vegas.
Of course.
Been there.
That's why I was like, as soon as she came around the corner, I was like, fuck, and I knew exactly what was happening.
Yeah.
I was like, everything's fine.
Put the bat with your fucking name on it down on the ground.
Oh, she was like, I was going for a gun. I was ready. I was like, yeah, you were pumped up. And,
I was going to shoot your ass. Do you want some tea?
Look, lady, you don't even know how to properly restrain a trampoline. You ain't doing shit.
You think I'm worried about you? What are you going to do to me if you can't handle a trampoline or a horpoline?
Horpoline, as we call them now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. But yeah, I helped her go drag it back across back into their yard and get the big windsock kind of off of it so it wouldn't
Nice.
do anymore. And
So everything came together okay.
everything was perfectly fine at the end, but it sure was a stressful 10 minutes.
Well, you know what? Better to have that then, because in the future, should something real go down, you and she are going to have that, hey, we're on the same page kind of thing.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
if-
No, we're
you know
going
what
to
I
be
mean?
buddies.
Yeah, that's kind of a nice little side effect.
Oh, no, that's gonna be fine for us. But I was happy that nothing.
In fact, maybe you guys should like coordinate drills. like martial arts training, grappling, like just to make sure you guys are always tip top.
Neighborhood watch.
We could remember the old Peter Sellers Pink Panther movies where his guy would just randomly attack him. I could just start doing that for her.
There you go.
I could just randomly break into her house at different
some
times.
drills.
Just see how that goes.
You'll never know the day or the hour, but you'll be ready, right?
You'll be set to go. I should tell her about it first.
Probably give her at least a couple day window. Like it's gonna happen within the. Plant a dummy gun or something.
Do it like the cable company.
Yeah. All right, guys. I have something that the internet has been clamoring for.
Oh.
I get no less than 12 to 15 emails about this every day in my inbox. They won't stop. The scoops are at my throat. They said, Paul,
do you think the scoops are Nigerian princes? Because they're
last
not.
time we did this, Paul, it was hard. It was really hard. This time, we're going expert mode. Matt, Jacob,
Yes.
are you ready for expert mode. Would you rather?
This late in the episode, you're going, would you
That's
rather?
right. It's only 3, but it's expert level. Get ready. Get ready. Here we go. Okay. Matt, Jacob, would you rather have hair made of wet, uncooked hot dogs or 3 times a day have wet, uncooked hot dogs slowly slide out of your belly button? Would you rather? These are expert level. This is really tough. Last time was hard. This is expert.
Can I
This is
control?
expert. It gets tougher for me. This is the easiest of the 3. Get ready.
Can I control the hot dogs exiting my belly button, a la a sphincter?
You can set your watch to when they're coming out, but you can't control it.
Okay. Good answer. Good answer.
You know the time.
That is not what I'll be setting my watch to.
But or your hair
What are
is
you going to set your watch to?
I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around this one.
I don't understand what you're confused about, Matt. The 2 options are hot
Would
dogs
you rather
for
have
hair.
hair made of wet, uncooked hot dogs or 3 times a day, wet, uncooked hot dogs slowly slide out of your belly button?
I'm not sure if the wet, uncooked part makes it worse or better.
I'm trying to also think of like what would turn off someone more, right? Like okay, so the hair thing, like having hot dog hair is maybe gonna,
Wet, uncooked hot dog hair.
right? Like that's maybe gonna never get you a date. But if you're on a date successfully and all of a sudden,
And then suddenly here
hot
comes
dogs are
wet,
abrupt.
uncooked
Well,
hot dogs out
like,
of your belly
If
button.
you would
don't-
set
you
your
don't
watch
know when it's
properly,
gonna
you know
happen.
it was coming.
You know when it's going to happen. You could excuse
Oh,
yourself.
like you guys always know what time it is.
You could keep it. You could keep this secret for a while, probably. That part, but you couldn't keep the hair a secret. Not for long, I don't think.
I mean,
No,
you've kept
but I
a whole
bet you
family
could-
secret for years.
You could buzz cut it, but then it's going to grow back, and it's just going to be more wet, uncooked hot dog.
Are the hot
But
dogs on your hair? Are they hot dog diameter, or are they
Yes.
smaller diameter to
Yes,
be
they're
more
normal.
hair-like?
They're normal hot. They're not like spaghetti hot dogs.
Okay.
They're normal hot dog size. Yeah.
See, what's hard about the hair is the weight. I can imagine how shredded my neck's going to become, like just carrying around.
Yeah, it's
that.
going to be.
Talk
It's not
about
an
glass
easy thing
half
to
full.
carry around.
That's an ornate wig.
I think having them come out of your belly button at regular intervals probably an easier move.
I think I'm belly button because it's not constant. If you have the hot dog hair, it's constant. At least the belly buttons.
Right.
At least I could set my watch to it.
What do you think, Matt? Hair or belly button?
I'm going to go with hair. 'Cause
Okay.
I think
All
the
right.
belly button thing is just too gross. So I think any alternative.
I love that we split it here. This is great. I want both opinions here. Yeah.
If Matt had
good.
hot dog hair, would he still have a bald spot, or would that cover up his bald spot?
That would cover it.
Oh,
The hot dogs
So
would.
there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for looking
They call it the kosher comb over.
Kosher comb over. Yep.
Yeah.
He's got a Hebrew national part. All right. Now, here we go. Would you rather have one arm made of a giant, wet, uncooked hot dog, or have everything you eat or drink taste like wet, uncooked hot dogs?
Arm.
Arm.
Arm. Didn't have to think about it.
No,
Arm
no.
seems to be what's popping up in the chat as well.
I can put a
Okay, arm.
sleeve on an arm. I can't. I have to eat.
Them sleeves, though. I can tattoo my hot dog arm. I can.
Oh, somebody wants. Oh, there we go. We're putting it up in the chat. Thumbs up for one arm. Hearts for taste like hot dogs. Everybody's going arm. It's arm. It's all arm. Oh no, there's one hot dog. There's one hot
This is a
dog
good
flavored.
time. I actually have 2 announcements to make on this episode. One, we have recently been put in the running for this year's Best of Las Vegas. We got an email about
kick ass.
we're nominated
we
for Best
need
of
to
Las
have
Vegas.
this happen.
And secondly, we have recently been named the #1 cold uncooked hot dog podcast on the internet. So
Well,
those
we're
two things are both they're both happening right now.
cold, wet, uncooked hot dog. Yep.
Why are they wet?
All right. Well, it looks because that's okay. That looks pretty good. Looks like the majority are going with having an arm. There's one or two people who are cool with having the flavor of hot dog with everything they eat or drink, but most people are going with an arm made of a wet, uncooked hot dog. Okay. Last one.
This is why we have been nominated for Best Podcast in Las Vegas, people.
Expert.
I'm pretty sure the last one was the last one.
Expert level.
I think we're good.
The last. Here we go. Would you rather have teeth made of wet, uncooked hot dogs, or have to sleep in a bed made of wet, uncooked hot dogs?
Bed. Easy. Bed.
You can only ever sleep in a wet, uncooked hot dog.
Fine.
Bed.
I'd rather that than teeth.
But it's wet every night, and it doesn't change. The bed slowly deteriorates and stays wet.
Yeah, Jacob, like how many nights in?
Until you're sharing that bed with a lot of critters.
How many nights in until I'm like, I regret this?
Yeah. I don't need my teeth.
Well, but if your teeth are wet, uncooked hot dogs, they're gonna, and I'll say that they constantly regrow. So you could just have free food.
Oh, well, thank goodness for that.
Well, because they're gonna easily break. Those wet, uncooked hot dog teeth are easily gonna break. I mean, that's like, you're not even gonna be able to have anything but soups and ice cream. So yeah.
Again, we've been nominated for Best of Las Vegas, Best Podcast of Las Vegas. More details on that soon to come.
What other Vegas podcast has the courage that we have to pose the hard questions, the real questions?
Not even hard, expert level. This is expert level. Would you rather?
Yeah.
Expert level. Would you rather? So Matt,
most other podcasts out there, their hypotheticals are dry hot dog based.
Yeah.
And cooked.
Cooked.
Yeah, cooked hot dog, please.
No.
Wet, uncooked.
Wet, uncooked.
Again, sliding out of your belly
Matt,
button.
I'm gonna still go with the bed as well. I'm gonna go with the bed. I just hate the idea of having weird soft teeth is so bothersome. It's so.
I would have bet my house that Matt was not doing any of the teeth options.
Of course not. Yeah.
Matt, there's a chance Matt's picking a teeth option.
Chaotic in the chat as a representative of
Floppy
England.
teeth.
I can't possibly cope with the idea of drinking a cup of tea through uncooked hot dog tea.
Zelda chiming in also. Floppy teeth is a hard nickname to walk around with. Floppy teeth.
You would sound
Floppy
different,
teeth.
right? If you had a mouthful of wet, uncooked hot dog teeth, boy,
Yeah.
you'd sound different. You'd sound kind of blah, 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 blah. I don't know. It wouldn't be.
Yeah,
good.
that's the worst part is the sound for sure.
It'd really be tough doing that TH. Doing the TH sound. I don't know what to do.
Zelda.
Okay,
Zelda's right.
Jacob.
You're popular with the boys.
Jacob, hot dog teeth or that weird hot dog belly button one?
Oh, now we're getting down to it.
Oh,
Hot dog teeth or slow eruption of wet, uncooked hot dogs from your belly button at a time you can set your watch to. Just like Old Faithful.
I think I'm still going belly button.
3 times a day.
I think-
A day it happens.
I think in that scenario, I'm going with belly button as well.
I think I'm staying with belly button. I'm not really interested in any of the forever things, like the hot dog teeth.
This
Like at least 3 times a day isn't 24 hours a day. Presumably, I could just lean over a pan on the stove and just drop that wet, uncooked hot dog right into some boiling water.
Not presumably. That's exactly how it goes, Jacob. You've got it. Now, you can't
I'm
know
basically
the
a
number.
perpetual motion machine.
You can't know the number of dogs, but you know when they're coming. It's a random amount of dogs each time. It's not a set number of dogs that are coming
Why
out of
is
you.
the hypothetical getting worse? I'll tell you why, folks. Best podcast of Las Vegas, right here. More details to come on the voting for that coming soon. Here's some Jock versus Nerd.
You ain't doing a little jock versus nerd action?
Oh, am I?
Fuck yeah.
I'm on the hunt for balls.
Hot dogs.
Wet uncooked hot dogs. Wet uncooked hot dogs.
Hunt for
Ugh.
balls.
Oh, no. That's a used Scoopardy that I just pulled up.
Oh no.
Well, that's not
Oh.
gonna work.
That won't work.
Would
Best
you rather do a
podcast in
used
Las Vegas.
Scoopardy or eat a wet uncooked hot dog?
The used Scoopardy. Easy.
Really? Did you guys never eat wet uncooked hot dogs as kids?
Oh, Breakfast of Champions.
Did you never?
After I saw Wayne Gretzky do it, then that's all I ever ate for breakfast.
Did he really do it?
Oh.
It wouldn't surprise. I did it. But
I mean,
did-
I'm sure I
kinda
did it
dumb
at some point, right?
Yeah, I did grab a hot dog out of the fridge and eat a hot dog. Yeah,
Yeah, must have.
yeah.
Oh, we got a Scoopardy coming at us today from Fact Check Andy. We got a Scoopardy coming today. It's Redemption, maybe after the Rocky Horror Show Fact Check Andy Scoopardy that he sent in. The categories are Boston Cream Pie. You leave my mom out of this. Boston TV and Film. What's in a Name? And Boston Potpourri. Matt, you're up first. What you want?
What's in a name for 200, please?
What's in a name? What are Boston baked beans?
They're delicious baked beans?
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're not delicious baked beans.
Pass.
Pass it to me. They are disgusting baked beans. I'll pass as well. Paul.
They're weirdly candy coated peanuts.
Oh.
They are either navy beans slowly cooked with molasses, salt pork or bacon, mustard and onion, or candy coated peanuts.
So I understood the first one.
I guess technically you were right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just delicious
Give it to
baked
Matt.
beans.
No, I'm fine.
Well, but they're navy beans. I don't know. Yeah.
So, Paul, you don't want the points?
I don't need I don't need the pity points. I already crushed the would you rather, so I already won.
You know, fair enough. I'll take the points. It's my turn.
game.
I'll go Boston cream pie for 200.
Here we go.
What is a Boston cream pie? Well, it's when a very nice lady comes along and says, "Oh, hi there, Sonny." It's the. What do you mean? What is a Boston cream pie? It's a big cream pie. Yeah. Custard between two layers of yellow sponge cake and topped with chocolate ganache. Well, I didn't
Okay.
say chocolate ganache, so I'll say that I
Yeah,
got that wrong.
I knew chocolate was a factor. I would say chocolate had to be a factor.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
All right.
Paul.
Fair. I'll try Boston potpourri, please.
The Standal's "Dirty Water" has become
From hot dogs.
has become a Boston anthem. What is their titular "Dirty Water"? What is the titular "Dirty Water"?
Oh.
Please be hot dog water. Please be hot dog water. Please be hot dog water. If there were a god, this would be hot dog water.
Well, it's 200. I'll guess. I'll guess alcohol.
Okay.
Might be stuff.
The Charles River.
Oh.
Yeah. Or as they sing in the song, the River Charles.
Mm.
Got it wrong.
Matt, you're up.
All right. Boston TV and Film, 200.
Let's see here. Captain Kirk and Stargate's Daniel Jackson were in this ensemble dramedy from 2004 to 2008.
Boston Legal.
Boston Legal is correct. That's why I wasn't taking anything from that category, as I was afraid it would be about that show, and I couldn't think of the name of it. I'll go Boston Cream Pie for 400. What does Urban Dictionary say Boston Cream Pie is?
Oh God.
Well, you see, there's this bitch, and then there's this other bitch that comes along, and bitch, please.
That's exactly it.
when a bitch parks her car in Harvard Yard.
It's getting a blowjob backstage at a Mighty Mighty Boston show.
It's coming inside of a lady while Matt Damon watches.
How you like them apples?
Does anyone have any other guesses for this?
No.
Any filthy answer will do. Urban Dictionary has way too many listings on this. That makes sense. Paul, you're up.
I'll go Boston TV and film.
Let's see for 400. Bicentennial Man played psychologist Sean McGuire in this Oscar-winning film.
What is
Who is?
who? Well, no.
Where
It's
is
the film? It's the film. It is Matt Damon and the. It's what we. I just said the damn thing. Fuck. What's his name? Oh shit. Not Saving Private Ryan.
Noodles?
It is not. It is not.
Not.
Saving Private Ryan.
It's fucking.
Is it Good Morning Vietnam? I think it's Good Morning Vietnam.
No, it's Goodwill Hunting. There we go.
There
Jesus.
you
That's
go.
That what a
Patch Adams 2.
yeah. Patch Adams too. What a brand.
Now the clown is on
1
the
hour
other
photo.
foot.
1 hour photo.
RV. Matt, you're up.
RV. Oh. Wasn't that his last movie?
I think it might have been.
Yeah.
It's the worst part about him dying.
Boston TV and film.
For 600. This actor who played Dr. Hank McCoy played another role for over 40 years. This actor who played Dr. Hank McCoy played another actor for over 40 years.
Yeah, the time traveling doctor. Oh shit, what's his name?
Who the fuck is Hank McCoy?
That's that's a mutant.
What?
Hank McCoy is a mutant.
Hank McCoy is a mutant.
Yes.
Oh, then
Oh,
maybe I'm
like
thinking of
from
the wrong
X-Men.
person.
Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong person then. I'll pass.
Oh, that's shit. Is that the blue guy? That's the blue guy, right?
That's right.
And what's his name?
I know.
Oh, I have it now because of the chat. I'm ready.
It's the guy from Cheers and the guy from Frasier. He was also a submarine captain on one really shitty movie.
That's right.
Down Periscope.
Down Periscope. Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey
you
motherfucking Grammer. There you are.
I would say the fun fact, there was two, not one, but two drug interventions for an actor on Cheers, and neither was for Woody Harrelson. And both were for Kelsey Grammer.
Wild.
Oh, the video of him falling off a
life.
stage while he's in the middle of speaking.
Yeah.
He just tumbles off, and you just hear him, below the stage. You can't
Oh,
see him
dear
anymore.
Lord.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah,
It's up there with
it's a
pins.
Disney
I have
event.
injured myself.
It's a Disney event, and the stage was designed like a giant gear.
Yeah, it had
And the
weird
front of-
shapes to
The
it.
front of the stage had like gear
Yeah.
design and like holes in the gears, and he fell right through.
Yep. Let's see. I'll do what's in a name for 400. What is a Boston left?
Oh, it's got to be like a Pittsburgh left.
What's a Pittsburgh left?
It's got to be like an LA left.
What's an LA left?
I can tell you that distinctly, it is different than a Jersey left.
Oh, maybe. And maybe
Yeah.
it's different from a Pittsburgh left. I'll tell you, Pittsburgh left is you let the car going left go left before the natural flow of traffic starts up. You let at least one car go left before the natural flow of traffic starts
Oh,
again
I
at the
see.
stoplight.
So
But it also
it makes up for there
it
not
also-
being like a left turn arrow or something.
yes, and it also defaults to a lot of times at stop signs at busy intersections. Somebody will just let somebody. You'll just stop in traffic and be like, "All right, you're turning left. I'll stop so you can
Gotcha.
turn in front of me, and then I'll go." Yeah,
Well, I'll pass. Paul, is that what you're going with?
yeah, I'll go with
A friendly,
letting
just letting
another-
people in?
letting a car go. Yeah,
Let's see. It's when the first car to red light rushes to turn left as soon as the light turns green to beat oncoming traffic.
So in Boston, they don't look at it as like
In
the other
Pittsburgh,
traffic
it's a
is-
nice thing.
has
In Boston,
waited
it's
for
an
you.
asshole
In
thing.
Boston, it's I'm taking this fucking left. Yeah.
That's it.
How funny.
I'm giving you credit.
Thank you.
Load.
Yeah, they refer
Paul,
to that
you're
as
up.
a PBL out here. I'll go TV and film, please.
That's
Close it out.
really funny that Boston just took it and made it like a little more of an asshole thing. It's
Just
a
just
Daily
aggressive.
Double.
Oh shit! Here's where I take it all.
Commander Cisco played a freelance enforcer in this Boston-based PI show.
Chocolate
for
ganache.
hire. Spencer for hire. He was a man called Hawk.
Spencer for hire is absolutely correct. Wow. Matt, beat Spencer for hire. Go ahead.
I cannot.
dare
Could
you.
have been a
I
man called Hawk
cannot.
though too, right? Because like a man called Hawk, he was playing the same character.
Oh, I
it
assumed
set
that a
in-
man called Hawk was. Yeah, I think you were just talking about something in a Spencer for hire episode or something.
No, he was Hawk in Spencer for Hire, and then they did a show.
Guys,
called-
be cool. Vinny Grasso's walking in.
Oh, fuck that guy!
Ooh.
What an asshole! I mean, oh hey Vinny.
Are you winning?
I am currently in third place.
Out of 3?
Yeah, out of 3. Yeah, Vinny's asking how I'm doing, and the answer is bad.
Well, it is your turn. So make
Okay,
a
this is
comeback.
where
But
I can
and now
make it
you've
all
got
back.
a lifeline. You've
I got a
Vinny's
lifeline in the room. Vinny, should I do Boston cream pie or Boston potpourri or what's in a name?
What's in a name?
I'll do what's in a name.
All right. What is a Boston marriage?
What is a Boston marriage?
Fuck Boston.
It's where as soon as the light turns green, the wife just runs like hell.
Yeah. It's where a Southie and someone from Gloucester get together. I don't know.
Good
don't
use
know.
of Boston jargon.
Pass.
Oh, that's me. I pass. Paul.
God, I'd pass.
2 unmarried women living together, allowing more financial independence, not relying on a husband, father, or brother. Not necessarily romantic, but often was.
All
there you
right.
Oh, interesting. So it's a
Go,
legit
Boston.
culture thing.
It's a little
All right.
progressive. I'll go Boston cream pie, 600. This former civil rights leader worked as a busboy at the Parker House where the Boston cream pie was invented. No, not that one. Well, if it's not that one, then I certainly don't know. I pass. Paul.
Malcolm X.
Oh, that one. It is Malcolm X. Malcolm Little when he
Yeah.
was a busboy there in the 1940s. I don't know if I knew Malcolm X was from Boston.
You probably
Paul,
didn't.
You're up. Doesn't sound like I did, does it?
I'll close out Boston cream pie.
For 800. Despite the persistent rumor this former president didn't invent the Boston cream pie, although he worked in the bakery of the Parker House where it was invented.
Al Gore is the internet and Boston cream pie.
I'll have to pass. I have no good guess.
Matt.
I'm guessing.
President.
Pass.
Pass it to me. What president was
It's gonna be one of our
rumored-
forefathers.
Right. So was there a famous Boston, like a famous Boston
Famous Bostonian.
president?
Yeah, I'm trying to think who had some history with Boston. I don't know well enough.
Yeah.
Manny Ramirez.
Anne would probably know this.
Yeah. Like
She's good on this history type
Paul
stuff.
Revere is in that area. I think John Adams
Was
in
a
that
president.
area. Yeah.
Former president.
Uh,
John Adams was what popped into my head, but I didn't think enough to guess it.
Taft looked like he
Oh,
could have
could it be-
eaten a
could
bunch
it be
of
Madison?
Boston cream pies.
Madison, because of Dolly Madison.
Could be Madison. You know, I'm going to go ahead and pass on this one, fellas. Ho Chi Minh, former president of North Vietnam.
Well, we
Ho Chi
know,
Minh.
so we were just wrong.
Okay.
I kind of wish
Ho
I just
Chi Minh.
guessed Taft. Wish I'd gone with my.
I
gut and guessed
often
Taft.
fail to consider Korean presidents.
Yeah, or
you know.
Vietnamese presidents.
Yeah.
Matt, you're up. There was a rumor that he
I-
invented the Boston cream pie. What?
I will do. Maybe he claims it in his country. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Boston Potpourri 800. Let's go
see
for it. Let's go.
One of the weirdest disasters in Boston history involved 2 million gallons of what sticky substance?
Molasses.
Molasses? Who cut all those asses off those moles?
21 dead, 150 injured.
Horse and people both drowned in molasses.
There is a fantastic last podcast episode all about that disaster, and it is just like you thought, corporate malfeasance.
I remember when I was a kid, somebody gave me a book all about crazy headlines, and that was on the cover of the book. That a photo from that disaster was on the cover of the book, and yeah, it was the inside stories about all of those crazy disasters. Let's see. I'll go. What's in a name for 800? What is the Boston Stone? It's like the Blarney Stone. It's a piece of the Blarney Stone that they broke off and brought to Boston with them back in the early days. I don't fucking know. No, I don't know. I have no way of figuring out what the Boston Stone is.
Supernova Girl says it's your mom. Could be a good guess.
It could be your. You know what? I'm going with it. Your mom. A landmark in the wall in an alley near Faneuil Hall. Supposedly all measurements to Boston are measured from the Boston Stone, but that's just a legend. Well,
Okay.
no joke answer in there. I guess I was wrong.
Oh, well.
Good job, Scoopernova Girl. I was with you. Paul, you're up. You got Boston Potpourri for 400 or 600.
I'll take the sixer, please.
Let's see it. Daily double.
Oh,
now
my
it's
God.
for 2,000.
I've been
And
hoisted
the
on my
game.
own petard.
Back Bay is an expensive neighborhood that was virtually uninhabited until after the Civil War. Why? Why was
Back
that?
Bay's back. All right.
We're in Boston. It could have been overrun by lobsters up until the Civil War.
I'm wondering, like what would be. So the Civil War, what would change after the Civil War? Expensive neighborhood that was virtually uninhabited until after the Civil War.
Oh,
Why?
maybe that's where all of the carpetbaggers lived before they went south to become carpetbaggers.
I'll guess that it was an industrial area that got ruined in the war and then was rebuilt. It was
Oh, it was like a neighborhood.
it was gentrified.
I
Yeah.
see. All right, let's see it. It was still a bay until it was filled in to create more living space. It's also the only place in the city with streets on a regular grid. Oh, so it was in the water.
It was actually underwater.
It was water at the time.
And the Civil War was simply a time moniker and not a hint.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
that's what it was.
Wow.
Matt, closing out the category and the game. I think he's got the game wrapped up. Boston Potpourri for
looks like it.
400. Boston Brand, a former circus performer, is better known as which superhero? Boston Brand. He's a former circus performer, Matt, but he's better known as which superhero?
The DC guy. It's a DC guy, Matt.
The French Cruller.
He's the DC answer to Daredevil, basically. Kind of.
Boston's blind lawyer.
No, he's not a blind lawyer.
Scared Devil. Petulant Devil.
The Tuif by Seer. The Tea Party. I don't know. Pass.
The only circus performer I can think of in comic books at all is Robin. So I'll say Robin. Dead Man.
Mm-hmm.
Dead Man.
He wears an outfit very similar to
Does not ring a bell.
Nope.
Daredevil.
Oh, well, there you go.
Except he's got a popped collar and he looks like a ghost kind of
Oh,
thing.
how stylish of him. That is the game. Matt crushed it with 1,000 points. Paul is in second place with 0 points, and I'm in third place with negative 600 points. That's from Fact Check Andy. Thank you so much, Fact Check Andy. If you
Nice
want to
one.
send us in a Scoopardy or any other kind of jock versus nerd, head over to heyscoops.com. Hey Scoops, right there on the home page. Send us any of those jock versus nerds. Send us some scoop mail. Do all of it right there at heyscoops.com.
Shout out to Fact Check. He was on with me yesterday. We recorded an episode of Squaring the Strange with our dear friend
very cool.
Celestia.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so Celestia set up a really cool Squaring the Strange sci-fi skeptic episode. A lot of Trek focus on that. So she had me on as a guest. When I get more info on that, I'll post that up in our socials and whatnot.
All
But
right.
look forward to that episode coming out in the next couple of weeks.
All right.
Being
Well,
fact check.
I want to thank Pat and Gillette for creating this episode. Not just
thanks,
this
Pat.
podcast. He created this specific episode.
Yeah. He wrote it.
He sent me all the would you rathers. Those are directly from Penn. Have you tried any would you rathers on Penn, Matt?
He hates hypotheticals.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He always,
How does he
all
feel
his
about
time
hot
travels to. He loves talking hot dogs.
Well, then see, there you go. Just hates hypotheticals, huh? Okay.
I also want to thank all the folks out there who listen to us each and every week. This is just awesome of you to put us into your lives. I also want to thank some people who support us over on our Patreon page. This will be episode 138. 1338 is what I'm saying.
Yes.
And all of these people would rather have wet teeth and a hot dog mouth. Okay, Michelle Yeiser, Nick Adams, CRM, Steve, Mark Siebert, David Smith, David Board, Chris Meyer, M. Hers, Alan Bennett, Matthew Smeal, Dwayne Webb, Bear Scoop, Super Geek 13579, Scott Dwyer, and Ben Gow.
The following people simply could not be bothered to get off of their phone. So engrossed were they in Matt and Mattingly's Ice Cream Social. Timothy Sutton, Matt Tasier, Chris is looking girthy today in a positive way. Denerp, Adam Stickney, 9/11 Scoop, Radioactive Scoop, or it's probably 911 Scoop. Jason Yanowitz. Jason Yanowitz. Yeah,
Probably.
It's probably not 9/11 Scoop.
Probably.
You know what? 9/11 Scoop. Wilberto, Belgian Triple Scoop .biz. Kurt, Bad Pirate Scoop Wiggins. Buddy Cock Scoop McQueen. Thanks, buddy. Cone Photo Scoopter. For shaping. James Blake. Julius Capnell. Yeah.
Oh, the following scoops are, oh no, a trampoline. Greg Ruiz, Stuart Boyer, Trista Petty, Kay Mathis, Metal Pony, Mike Torovich, Michael Calder, Set Lusting Bruce, a Bruce Springsteen podcast.
I was just on there.
Oh, nice. Kate
Yeah.
Cholowaski, Mano Calathil, Ed Wagner, Salmon Scoop, Heidi Johnson, Ant Foods, Daniel O'Connor, and Doug L.M. Coe.
All right, the following people are pregnant with my lecture baby. And that'd be Brian Richard, Barbara
Restraining order.
Gilroy, William McDonald, Jake Schneider, Stuntman Lunchbox, Balint Antal, excuse me, Beer Nun, Connor Hack, Michael Broadfield, Secret Scoop, Flindy, Apple Scoop, Goran Gersted, Andy Cheek, Wendy, and Take It Easy Podcast, Sustainable Transportation for All.
Yeah. The following people are completely unfazed by magic royalty. Lee Drummond, Juan Galaviz, Fiona Skilling, Mike J. Nilsson, Racketzon, Michael Hall, Fade Out Scoop, Uncle Don's Woodshop, Richard, Mike Wenz, Scoopiter Ascending, Terrence Jeffords, Jennifer Stevenson, Chad Everett Wilson, and Logan M. Swanger. Swanger.
And the following scoops have a lecture they'd like you to sit down and listen to. That's Justine Scoopa Carmacan and Latter-day Scoop Catherine Nicole Flynn, Nuno Silva, Avon Zarles, Jennifer Davis, Scoops of Hazard, Jeff Libby, Aaron, Richard Bruins, Josh Stewart, Garrett Godfrey, Wandering Meeples, Deb Title, and Amanda West. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. If you want to be thanked on air or get a myriad of other rewards that we offer, check out preachingfun.com and select a yearly or monthly tier that fits your budget.
Or if you're in the colon of Pittsburgh, head over to fartsinabag.biz.
Farts, 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 farts in a bag. .biz.
That is fartsinabag.biz. That, along with preachingfun.com, it takes you over to our Patreon page, where for as little as $3 a month, you can help keep this show on the air. We are dependent on our Patreon supporters, so please, if you think this show is worth more than $0 a month, preachingfun.com, fartsinabag.biz, those are the places you can go. Oh, the fun you'll have.
And despite all the hot dog talk, this is one of my favorite episodes, so this is really great.
This is top 3 hot dog-based episode that we've done for sure.
Let's get right.
No, I know why. No, I know why. That's not the hot dog hypotheticals. All right. Thank you all so much. Stay safe out there. We love you, and we'll see you soon.
Supernova Girl. No, or because of the hot dog talk.
Don't forget to drink your hot dog tea. We're preaching fun. See
For
ya.
hot dog tea.
Yeah.
Oh, hot dog tea. Yeah.